Howdy everyone, this is the 45 watt low voltage landscape lighting transformer from Malibu. After unboxing, installing, and then using, I overall find it to be a really nice product, provided your wattage needs aren't very high. We do have a little sizing guide for the transformer as well as the needed low voltage wire. I've got 12 watts spread out over 100 feet, which equals 1200 according to the box's calculation, so I should be good to go using 16 gauge wire. Included with this unit is the transformer and remotely mounted photocell and some install screws. No landscape wire is included, so keep that in mind if you're starting from scratch. Alright guys, so first impressions on the Malibu 12 volt low voltage transformer, 45 watt. Build quality is very good. We do have a nice swinging door here that is weather sealed. There's a rubber gasket built all the way around it, and it is retained in place by a magnetic catch, so no latch to deal with. As far as functions go, we've got all the basics plus a couple. Your standard on and off, which does exactly what it says. Auto, which basically just turns the lights on when the included remotely mountable photocell detects no ambient light. We've also got a 4, 6, 8, and 10 hour offset, which is an awesome feature and probably how I'll run it. Basically, when the photocell no longer detects ambient light, it will start a countdown. So in this case, 4 hours if we have it on that, which, for example, if the sun went down at 6, then this product would keep the lights on until 10. Really nice feature if, for example, you like your lights to be on when you're up at night, but you don't want to waste electricity and have them run all night when nobody is likely to see them. This product does produce 12 volt AC power. I think there are a few products out there that produce 12 volt DC, and I'm not 100% sure that the term, low voltage lighting is really universal enough to say what is the standard. I think 12 volt AC is probably the more common style, but I think most like LED lights you buy these days will run fine on either current system, but double check that whatever you're going to be powering can accept 12 volt AC and isn't DC only. So on the back we do have our two terminals that should be connected using spade connectors. I guess you could just wedge a wire in there, but using spade connectors is probably best practice. So using my multimeter, let's see how close we are to 12 volts. 12.7, so tiny bit over on the 12, but certainly well within spec. I think typically with electronics, it's usually plus or minus 10% is considered sort of in range. The included mounting hardware is not great, if I'm honest. It's just kind of cheap zinc screws, not stainless or galvanized, so I'll probably not use these and pick up some actual stainless steel mounting hardware. Other than that, that's about it. We do have some arrows up here if we want to manually set the timer or set the clock. But yeah, once it's set up, it should be pretty much, forget it until it gives you a problem, which is hopefully many years. So I talked a second ago about this thing's build quality, and one thing that kind of caught me off guard, if I'm kind of being honest, this thing is like weirdly heavy. Like you wouldn't expect a small 45 watt 12 volt transformer to weigh a lot. But I picked it up and this thing is like a little brick. So much so that I actually thought I felt like I wanted to weigh it. 3.2 pounds, so that's like a small little weight. Like there's definitely a lot of metal in there. As far as install goes, it will mount on a 4x4, but just barely. All right, so here it is set up and mounted. I wanted to show you guys this at night. I just sort of mounted the little photocell right there. It doesn't have to be in direct sunlight from what I can tell. There we are. It's 12:58, pretty laid out. Yeah, it keeps time pretty well, and I have it on a 6-hour delay. So like I mentioned earlier, once it turns on, when it detects that the sun has gone down, it'll stay on for 6 hours after that. So yeah, overall, very nice. Here's just a little nighttime shot of the outdoor LEDs that it's powering. Right now I just have them running my retention wall cap lights while I get this whole backyard built out. All right, guys, so I've been kind of keeping an eye out here for what sort of ambient light level would trigger the lights to turn on, and this is about it. I've sort of been just keep looking outside. My one little light over there just turned on, so yeah, this is about it. Sort of just a late evening with some overcast sky there.